Welcome to another foodie show, everybody. We got a fun one tonight. We got into a cool list last show for Saturday and
hmm
stumbled upon something real interesting for tonight.
I'm curious to know what it is. I think some maybe who knows? Is somebody going to get locked up?
Yeah, spoiler alert, if you're doing some of these, you may be subject to fines and penalties. Find out right after this.
Another foodie show where the fun begins. Cooking up a storm with all our chef friends. Reviews and recipes that will blow your mind. Live shows and laughter, a good time you'll find. Join us for the ride on this culinary quest. Johnsy and Damon will never settle for less. Laughs and interviews that will educate. Another foodie show, don't wanna be late. Another foodie show where the fun begins. Cooking up a storm with all our chef friends. Reviews and recipes that will blow your mind. Live shows and laughter, a good time you'll find. Join us for the ride on this culinary quest. Johnsy and Taylor will never settle for less. Laughs and interviews that will educate. Another foodie show, don't wanna be late. Another foodie show.
Mm-hmm.
That's still one of my favorites.
It never gets old.
I know. Again, I do need to update that one as well. Not that it's not great. It's like classic, but
Yeah,
again, anyway, it could
it
be
works.
better. It
It
could be
works.
better.
Well, that was the whole purpose of them. I mean, that way you can take and add and take and add.
Right.
You
And
know, it works out.
the original file of building it is all still in my CapCut. It never gets deleted, so it's just
There you go.
and I'm like, okay, cool. Because the time's all there, like everything. I just hit replace,
Yeah,
and then if it's a clip, then I just scroll through and edit which part of the time, whatever.
right.
If you know, you know.
That's right.
And if you know, you know.
And some of these things, if you don't know, if you watch some of the shows, you might learn something from the Friday show, the Saturday shows, the Sunday shows.
Actually, we did an educational theme this week, bud.
We
Yeah.
did. We did.
Damn it.
How we-
Stupid mirrored. Whatever. We hit it. It worked, folks.
It works.
Speaking of not working,
Uh-oh.
I guess that didn't really work. Anyway. We stumbled upon a list of food laws.
Yes, this is great. I haven't seen the list. So again, this is
Food laws from all over the place. The world, all over the place.
okay. But I mean, would it be
When
like
we get to one I saw, it's absolutely amazing. This is bizarre stuff.
But what I was going to say is it laws as in what you can and cannot put in food, or how this is supposed to be done, or what kind of laws are?
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer to this is yes.
So it's yes to everything.
The next one you were going to bring up, yes to that too, probably.
Okay.
It is all over the board.
Hey, well,
some of these are absolute laws. Some of them are laws more like legends now instead of enforced.
okay.
Maybe some myths or unspoken laws. I mean, you've heard enough from me. Let's dive right in. Listen, number one in Italy, no pineapple on pizza. Here at the Dude Network, let's go. Now, while not an official law, most traditional pizzerias in Italy refuse to serve pineapple on pizza, as it is considering it a culinary crime.
Absolutely is.
Amazing. That is so amazing to me.
That's the number one Dude Network law.
Yeah. That was worked out long time ago. We're all good with that, right?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, that's a lot of the dang questions when we had guests and stuff on. That was the question they got asked whether in the first 10 minutes.
Even our old buddy, our good buddy Nombre, that used to be, I would say old buddy because he used to be on the show with us.
Mm-hmm.
He agrees. So
Yeah. You know, if not,
We're right, you're wrong, period.
That's it.
Number 2, Singapore. No chewing gum.
Really?
It is illegal to import or sell chewing gum in Singapore, except for certain medical gums to keep the streets clean and public spaces free of sticky messes. Good on you, Singapore. There's gum everywhere. In fact, there's actual walls that they just dedicate to so many people put it on there now, or a statue that it's now become, that's it. People travel there just to put their gum on it. Like, it's disgusting.
But have you seen people pull that gum off and put it in their mouth?
I will. No,
have you seen the videos?
I'll run into a burning building.
Oh my gosh, bro. I've seen
no. You wait.
Yes.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. There's videos.
No, dude. I will gag right now.
Off the walls that you're speaking of, or like they'll find it from up under a table in a restaurant.
I gotta mute you. No.
Yeah, they'll find a random piece of gum, man, and just start chewing on it. Nah, I'm good. Good. I'll tell you the other one.
I'll tell you one thing real quick. I would take the one out on the statue if it was like you have to pick one piece of gum or we're going to kill your family.
Right.
I'm doing the one on the statue because at least it's been hit by the sun.
Yep, and the weather and the rain.
Yeah. I mean,
been good.
Oh my gosh. No, dude, that is not.
Yeah. I'll tell you one worse, but I'll tell you after the show.
I don't. Oh my.
Because it doesn't relate to the gum, so but it's similar. It's similar.
Oh my Lord. Number 3, Japan, who already got a pretty bad dig last night. Tune in for that. But I think we pulled a bigger one. Again, tune in to find out why. Whale and dolphin restrictions. Japan heavily regulates the sale and consumption of whale and dolphin meat, with international pressure and domestic laws creating a complex patchwork of rules. Huh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Didn't know we was eating whale and dolphin meat.
I thought it was illegal everywhere, but, again, I'm not highly educated on that.
No, you're right.
I mean, I've seen a few episodes of Whale Wars, so I know it's allegedly a hot topic.
True.
Number 4, United States, my home state of California.
Uh-oh.
No frog tasting after death. Okay, I know. That was exactly my face when I read that. Like, what does that even mean? So, in California, it is illegal to eat a frog that has died in any frog jumping contest. This law was inspired by the famous Mark Twain frog jumping contest, which is a legit thing here.
Right.
So if one dies in competition, it's like, it's considered a fallen athlete, and you can't eat the frog legs.
Wow.
So
hey, shout out to.
I mean, if you throw them in the cooler and take them home, how's any? Moving on. In Scotland, it is illegal to refuse a stranger's drink request. A very old law. An old Scottish law supposedly made it illegal to refuse a stranger's request for a drink, though this is more legend now than an enforceable law. That is insane. So you just go up, I come up, hey, Damon, man, you should buy me a drink.
Yeah, and I have to buy you a drink.
And you say, no, officer, arrest this man. Yeah. Arrest this man.
So it takes me $60 and a night in the tank for a $2 beer. I think I just bought a $2 beer.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice little. They had that all wrapped up in a nice little thing. Denmark, forced to order at least 2 beers. Stop it. Some Danish pubs have a rule that patrons must order at least 2 beers if they want to share a table. I mean, well, that's fair.
Right.
I mean, all right. Well, okay. That, you know what? That's not the greatest one. Shout out Denmark for being barely. Oh, probably not going to be. Switzerland. Here we go. Here's another softie. Shout out. We love the Swiss, though. Thank you for everything.
Yep.
No boiling lobsters alive. Switzerland passed a law banning the boiling of live lobsters, requiring that they be stunned first to reduce suffering.
Stunned first. Okay.
So you're like smack. They're like
smack them over the head, and they're
and
like,
then put them in a boiling pot. They're like, no, you know,
they're still alive.
It just look. If this is the head of the lobster, take a knife and just go right. Yeah. Yep. If you're afraid you miss, just rock it back towards the tail a little bit, and you will immediately instantaneous.
Yep.
Everybody should know this.
Right.
Back over to the good old US of A in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Can't. No way.
Oh, here we go.
I
love when you start and you stop because it shocks you.
You can't mispronounce Arkansas in a restaurant. It is technically illegal to mispronounce the name of the state in public, including in restaurants. Though this is rarely enforced, which means it is enforced.
Yeah. So here's the problem I see now.
Damon, you just got a ticket.
Yes, I'm getting a ticket. we're gonna have to edit this part out of the show.
We were in Kansas.
No, Arkansas.
Oh yeah. Because you said
that's in Arkansas.
Right. Yeah. I was like, dude, good thing no one heard us.
Got 2 tickets.
Wild.
Dang.
It blows my mind. It says, though, this is rarely enforced, which means it's enforced once in a while.
Yeah, somebody gets to do it every now and
then. Like some old school mayor judge just got that perfect level of buzz sitting in the local bar, eating a good meal. And someone comes in, man, y'all Kansas folks are lovely. And they're like, Huskow, you're going out for the night. I can't even believe you.
Roscoe.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Number 9, China.
Okay.
No wasting food. China's 2021 anti-food waste law makes it illegal to produce or promote binge eating or wasting food, including through viral internet videos.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. There's 0 cooking competitions in China.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to run this hole in my head. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Speaking of wild, bringing it back home in the great state of Georgia, no forks for fried chicken. In Gainesville, Georgia, it is technically illegal to eat your fried chicken with anything other than your hands. How is that even close to Georgia? I probably just offended a lot of people.
That was very bad, but it's
hey, fun fact, folks. You guys are also my testing grounds for new accents and voice for when I DM D&D games. So
yeah, here we go.
Sorry, not sorry. Moving on. It says it's technically illegal.
Technically is right now.
I mean, I don't like that though.
That not being able to eat it with a fork?
No, I don't like the technically part of laws.
Oh, yeah.
I like firm black and white.
Yeah, that's the laws though.
Please don't. But I mean, that's like authoritarian. You will come on.
Yeah, right.
Really, what are they gonna do? What is it like? You got an hour of community service because you touched your chicken with a fork? Get the fuck out of here. 11, France. No ketchup in school cafeterias.
Wonder why.
Okay, interesting. French laws limits the use of ketchup in school cafeterias to preserve French culinary tradition. It can only be served with certain dishes like fries. Okay, so it's not. You can't just have it. Like people put it on their steak, their eggs, or that could be a whole show of me ranting on the stuff people put ketchup on, and the amount of tomato sugar syrup.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, that when we was in school,
I don't
used
like
to get the little rectangle pizzas.
Oh yeah.
I always got to grab a pack of ketchup. You put that ketchup on top of that pizza. That's how we'd eat it, or that's how I would eat it.
No, not me. I just ate them.
Yeah, and I always had to buy an extra. So if they blocked that
on pizza.
Yeah, on pizza.
It was usually like Wednesdays or Fridays.
I can't think that far back because that was 42 years ago.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It was a bit for me too. I am 40 now, so it's getting real. I mean, when you're 20, when you realize that your 20th high school reunion was a few years ago, you're like, oh yeah, damn, I am old now.
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, mine's worse than
that. In Canada, it is illegal for decades. It was illegal to sell yellow-colored margarine in some Canadian provinces to prevent confusion with butter. Huh. The fact that the tub said margarine on the outside didn't give you a clue?
Or the texture or anything else.
Chip, what are we doing up there, buddy? I don't know.
What's on, Chip?
Moving on to Italy again. Banning of non-Italian gelato. What's wrong with that? Yeah, some Italian cities have strict regulations on what can be called gelato, insisting on traditional ingredients and preparation methods. Right, because that's what makes it gelato.
Facts.
You can't just make a soft serve or whatever Farpay, whatever they call them, versions of, and you say, well, it's gelato. No, it's not. It's like the same. There's very strict laws like that for whiskeys, and what you can call it. What's bourbon? What's this? What's Irish? What's Scotch? You know,
for sure.
That's Canadian, and I think India. India. I think there's 7.
Okay.
I think there's 7. Anyway, United States. Now this is interesting coming from this state, New Jersey. No slurping your soup. In certain New Jersey restaurants, slurping your soup loudly is considered a finable offense. Though it says this is mostly a local legend. Huh. Okay.
But in some cultures that is a sign of like appreciation and the soup is good.
Right. So in Korea, when my dad was there, if you blow on your spoon to cool your food, that is insanely effing rude because you're blowing all your germs to the table. Yep. So you are supposed to slurp your food, and a burp is considered a compliment to the chef too.
Yep. Yeah, because when I worked for a Japanese company, it was the same way. We was sitting around one day, when we first started up and everything, and everybody's. I'm like, what the devil? No, Mama didn't raise me like this.
No, right, boy.
And then you have to learn their culture and stuff. I'm like, okay, it's pretty damn cool.
Oh well, I said about whiskey, but in Germany, beer purity laws called Reinheitsgebot. Okay. Hopefully I got it close. I don't know. Okay. The famous 1516 German beer purity law restricted beer ingredients to just water, barley, and hops, though it has since been relaxed. Right, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've had German beers with other stuff.
They definitely have a different taste.
Yeah.
You can pull that one out of the 6-pack.
Right.
On a blind taste test.
Woo! Yes, sir. Especially like them English dries and bitters and all that. Like,
pretty rough.
Woo! I think I'll take the IPA.
And I don't like them anymore either.
Yes, sir. In the United Kingdom, it is illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances.
Yeah, I don't even want to dig into that one.
Under the Salmon Act of 1986, it is illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances. A law aimed at okay. I guess I see what they're trying to say right now. The law is aimed at curbing poaching. So if you have the salmon and you act anyway suspicious, they're coming at you.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense now. I thought it was going to be way better than that.
That's why I was like, I don't want to even dive into this one.
It's just, I'm going.
Yes,
what?
that should be a law. Yes, that should be a law.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Interesting. United States, Massachusetts, no clam chowder with tomatoes. It is a culinary faux pas, if not technically illegal, to serve Manhattan clam chowder tomato-based in New England.
Well, it goes back to everything else. If that's like the gelato deal. I mean, if that's your way of having to do it, because that's how it's supposed to be.
Right. Well, to be fair, I've never had red sauce clam chowder that I liked.
Okay.
But again, I've only been introduced to that through canned, and I don't eat. If you asked me the last time I ate canned clam chowder, wrong time. Yeah. Why would I'm not a fan of canned meats, man.
No,
I'm just not. We've talked about it. The quality, level quality, or what they have to do.
Yeah,
I mean, you ever had like linguine and clams? You see what a clam is. You taste it, right?
Yeah.
So to be canned, that has been high pressure boiled outside the can.
That's terrible.
And then again, once it was in the can.
That's
and
terrible.
Then how long does it sit in liquid? How long are those potatoes sitting in liquid? But yet there's still some texture. Like I know someone who used to have a meat factory, and the meat, like tenderness, like edibility level of meat that's safe to put in cans is lower than the quality required to put in dog food, because it has to be that tough to be able to stand up sitting in liquid for that long. I don't eat canned meat.
Yeah, we'll leave that
Call
alone.
it a personal choice. Moving on, because I'll just start feeling that.
Not coming up in your throat.
Back into Italy again, all the way down in your neck of the woods, Florence.
Oh, yeah.
South Carolina. Yeah. You see what I did there? Oh,
there
man.
You go.
He's got jokes, internet. He's got jokes. No eating on steps or streets. So everybody likes to hang out on the barbecue and sit on the stoop. Nay.
Not today.
Eating on the steps of historic buildings or in public spaces is banned in Florence, with fines for violators.
I got you. I can see that.
So meaning, like, they don't want you, like, over here, like if you're walking around grabbing a hot dog or pizza or nachos or whatever, and go sitting at like the public courthouses in New York, like you always see in the movies, you know. Yeah, fair enough.
Get that.
Yeah. France. Oh, interesting. Protected baguettes.
Huh?
The traditional French baguette is protected under strict guidelines for size, ingredients, and baking methods. Wow. I'm very serious about that.
Okay. They're serious about their baguettes.
All right. Okay, this isn't so much of a law, more as like beliefs and traditions. In South Korea, no spicy food during certain times. In some regions, traditional beliefs discourage eating spicy food during the hottest part of the summer, though it is more cultural than legally enforced.
Okay.
That's also, I mean,
who wants to eat that? Who wants to eat that spicy food in the summertime? I don't.
Oh man. Headquarters is next.
Oh,
back home in the US of A, in Ohio.
Here we go.
It is It's illegal to sell cornflakes on Sunday. Some old blue laws in Ohio once prohibited the sale of cornflakes and other dry cereal on Sunday.
That's
a wild one.
Wow. Yeah, because we worried about, at one time you couldn't buy like beer here on Sunday. So
right, there's
now you worried about
there's still there's still handfuls of places like that.
You can't buy cornflakes on Sunday?
That's wild. You should have had your breakfast ready.
That's what I say. Better be it on Saturday.
Not on Lord's Day. Interesting. Sweden, bringing it all the way back home full circle. No selling surströmming without warning. Sellers of surströmming, the notoriously stinky fermented fish, must include warnings due to the intense odor.
Yeah, you know that for a fact, don't you?
I didn't. Oh, no, sir. I didn't get a warning.
No, I'm saying you know the smell all too well.
Oh, yeah. No, it should not come with a warning. You should just have to experience it once in your life, period.
We're gonna have to hit that. We're gonna have to bring that back up. We're gonna have to re-roll it once. Not like you doing it.
Oh, I was like,
no. We're gonna have to we've been doing this for a while now, and maybe some of the new audience had never seen it, and we can bring that to them one day.
Dude,
I know you have to relive it. Yes, it'd be great to watch.
There's sometimes, bro, I think about if someone else had it, would I take another piece again just to remind myself how bad it was?
Yeah, you did get brave.
Oh no, sir. I was brave going in. I got cocky.
Well, yeah, that was gonna be my next word.
It's the part that gets me now that really makes the back of my throat just reject what I got going on is in the video when I kind of like a penguin. Like all cocky and I got another one.
You did.
And when I see that move, that's right after that is when it all set in real time over there.
Right.
Where I did it in the garden. Yeah. And yeah. It's bud.
Fertilizer will made. Moving on.
Bro. This is okay. United States. Taken to the great state of Oklahoma anyway.
Yeah.
Illegal to take a bite of someone else's hamburger.
I mean,
so now,
why has that got to be a law? Because I'm telling you.
Well, how they put it is pretty interesting. Oklahoma has a weirdly specific law making it illegal to take a bite out of someone else's hamburger. Bro, I'm telling you, if a random, I always let my wife try my food if she wants to.
For sure.
But my first gut, natural born instinctual thing is to immediately be like, why? You should have ordered it. This is what you want. No matter what. I never say it out loud. It's like a 0.001 second feeling, and then I go, yeah, of course, and I just push her my plate.
Right.
So I'm telling you, if a random mother trucker just was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. My wife's brother, my brother-in-law, does it all the time to his family. They'll be sitting there talking, and he'll very, very slowly and carefully creep around them and take a bite of their sandwich in their hand, or he will very snatch them off their plate, and when they turn around, he'll just go, "Here you go." I told him when I got into the family, I told him, I go, "Look, homie, it's not. I get it. I get it's your deal, and I love the guy to death. We're buddies, you know what I mean." But
that's right.
No, sir. Yeah. So now to the great state of South Carolina.
Bring it on. Bring it in. Let me see what we got.
So this is the first 25, and we got plenty more for other times. No sandwiches without cheese.
Oh shit, we broke a bunch of laws then.
It's a myth, though. Common myth says South Carolina requires every sandwich to have cheese, though this is more folklore than law. Have you ever heard that?
No, I've never heard of that. And that's what I say.
That's wild.
We broke that law a lot because, I mean.
So I'm wondering if it's like some weird law that people outside of South Carolina say about South Carolina.
It might.
You know what I mean?
It might.
Interesting.
Well, I mean. Yeah, I've never heard it, but I'm sitting there trying to think of how you can go there. Because, I mean, every time you order a sandwich, of course, sub sandwiches have it. But, I mean, if you order, like, I'm going to use the classic Carolina, you order a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Oh, bologna. Yeah, bologna and cheese. Right. Yeah.
So, now pulled pork, I ain't never seen it. I've never seen it.
No, that's what I was saying. I was like, pulled pork, that you're not going to put cheese.
Yeah, you're not going to put
that.
On it. But would that be good, though?
Oh, I have done it. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially when you told me how you cook yours.
Yeah.
You know, salt, SP.
Yeah.
You don't even use garlic. It's just salt and pepper, right?
Yeah, it's salt and pepper.
Yeah. So I do that because then it perfectly tastes delicious.
Right.
And then you can put whatever you want to it. Put a sauce on it. That way, like that, I have made into other dishes, and it's it works way better because now it doesn't taste like this rub or this sugar or whatever else you threw on top of it. Before we get you out of here, folks, we're going to finish with number 25 out of Thailand. No durian fruit on public transportation. I did know this one existed.
Okay.
Yeah, so the famously disgustingly smelling durian fruit is banned on public transport in Thailand due to its overpowering smell.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
I have heard it is just absolutely atrociously horrific. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I've heard it doesn't even taste good either, so I don't understand how it's even a thing.
Yeah, I don't. I've never even thought about trying it.
We will one day.
Yeah, well,
I got all these fun things that I'm gonna introduce to us.
Oh, okay.
And make videos about. It's gonna be an awesome, fun experience. When we have like a big budget, we'll have like, Ben Johnsy's ADHD has a playground and a budget. It's over.
Ooh, that's scary.
It's gonna be awesome. Hey, and if you want in on that, folks, click like, subscribe, share this with everybody you know. Let's all get this thing rolling and have a good time together. And who knows, maybe you'll be live right there with us, hanging out while you watch us all puke just from the smell of opening the fruit. You never know. Folks, thanks for joining us. Hopefully the inmates did a good job for you this week, and I know we sure had fun.
Yeah.
And
that's how it's going to be. Join us back for what? Thursday. Next Thursday. Shows start back off again.
No more Thursdays.
No more Thursdays. I missed that.
Yeah, no more. Yeah, I realized that was
okay. Well,
he told me on a phone call.
Well, starting Friday.
Yeah, we're back to 3 shows until football season.
That's right. That makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Relaunch something. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. 2 days. Cool. Appreciate everybody joining us, though. Hopefully my tickets don't show up because of Arkansas.